Wait a second. What did Pint do to his Final Fantasy XIV FC? Alright, let's find out.
Now I know what you're thinking. Final Fantasy? Is that not the game
From Gnome to
Goofy in
Lalafell.
it? No. Final Fantasy is one of the best games I've ever played.
True.
I've been playing it for months now, and let me tell you, the only thing goofy about this game is the stunts I pull. I've been known to engage in some mild tomfoolery on occasion.
I've missed those
When I
edits.
first heard of it, I thought I'd hate it.
Like, I'm gonna be honest, like, I missed freaking Pint's videos. Like, his animations, like, his mimics and stuff. Like, 10 out of 10. It's actually interesting to see that in WoW he was on a gnome each time, right? And now he's on a freaking Lalafell. Look at that Lalafell smile right there.
I pull. I've been known to engage in some mild tomfoolery on occasion.
Oh, wow.
And when I first heard of it, I thought I'd hate it. 'Cause in my fantasy game, children.
Oh, no.
In my fantasy game, catgirls. That one's alright.
That one's alright, yeah.
I
That one's
genuinely
alright
thought
for sure.
The aforementioned Goofy was a staple of the Final Fantasy franchise. Turns
Really?
out he's actually from a different game.
From
But
what
the vibe
game?
and art style still never really seemed like my thing. But I've never been more wrong. I love this game, man. Since I have the #1 most important opinion on the internet, I figured I'd grab that pretty little head of yours and shove my new favorite game into those eyeballs. So, from the lovable developers to the shocking realization that you've been on copium for years, today I take you through my adventures in Final Fantasy XIV.
Oh,
And
Red
what
Mage.
got me so invested so quickly? Rabbit Girls. Our journey begins here,
Girls.
in Uldar, a city run by the two most evil groups in society. Tyrannical politicians who would do anything for coin, and short people. Your first impression of Lalafell might be the same as any other small race. Cutesy, played by 40-year-old men, and an awkward bus ride if you're scrolling through Twitter in public. However, Lalafell, don't be misled, my viewers. They may have a thin veil of cuteness, but their evil knows no bounds. Yeah, stop petting me!
Everyone is saying that, like, oh, Lalafell are so evil. Like, when I first, like, made my character, and I'm also playing Lalafell, a male one, like, people said, oh, you're Lalafell, you're so evil. I'm like, wait, why am I evil? Like, what is happening with those stereotypes in Final Fantasy XIV? They're, like, stereotypes for, like, every single race, it seems. Like, seriously. Like, what's wrong with being a Lalafell?
Cuteness, but their evil knows no bounds. Yeah, stop petting me!
I always
reveal
get
to you
pet
the
too.
secret of all Lalafell players. The smaller you are, the bigger other races are.
Oh, yeah.
So, with my
Mad because
cute-faced,
small.
complete lack of ethics, and desire to get a 20-minute sponsored video out without playing I pulled up my boots and set out into the city to make something of myself. So I went
Wow.
to my mum for help. She said I should make some friends and get a fucking job. So in my bid for power, I began handing out cakes to the local guards, which were definitely not poison. Stop asking questions. Until it came to my attention that the princess
Scout or what?
had gone missing.
Oh,
How
no.
awfully convenient! Surely whoever would save her must be held in high regard. What a lucky opportunity for me to prove myself. I decided that I would help find the princess. So I opened my map and started running towards her exact location. And that is when I saw her.
Best girl. True. Like, this Sultana is incredible. Oh, no, oh, no, oh, no, oh, no.
Fear not, princess. Because I am here.
Let's save the
This is
princess.
my voice.
I don't know how I ended up here, but thank you for saving me, Rabban.
Yeah, that's crazy. Like, how'd you get here?
He's good in copying her
Ladies.
voice. Okay, that's just so wrong. I think the FBI is about to appear in any second. Yo, my boy Thancred. He's always being a player, right?
Ladies. Would you like this rock?
Minecraft sounds.
Think. Feel. Think.
Mommy.
Bro, what the fuck?
It was then that I was
Space
invited to a
candy.
feast with the royals of Uldar, and
Wow.
I graciously accepted my growth in political power. Once again, you'll be happy to know that Technoblade is now safe in her own castle. I was hoping to network, but the best seat I could get was next to her dad, and all he wanted to talk about was the war 5 years ago, where countless lives were lost because of the ASEAN / the moon? Which is weird, because I killed one of these guys like 15 minutes ago. That's right, this ancient powerful being was no match for me, a regular ordinary adventurer.
Yeah.
Damn, bro, that's crazy. You gonna finish that? I'm gonna go to the bathroom.
What's happening? Passed out.
He is special. Mummy. And so Thancred brought me to his friends, the Scoins of the Seventh Dawn. Meet our heroes.
I have awaited your coming.
The one everyone hates, except for, the ones everyone should hate.
Welcome.
The guy whose dialogue doth ye skip. The E-boy.
I never doubted that
E-boy. The E-boy. Like it's actually funny, guys, because I recently come across so many Thancred memes, like even on Reddit. Like it's insane. Like the meme potential with Final Fantasy XIV, it knows no limits. Like seriously, it knows no bounds.
E-boy.
I never doubted
E-boy.
that you'd come.
I like that one.
And this guy, but we'll get to him later.
I feel not
Together
the
they form
Redditor.
the Scones of the Seventh Dawn, and the primary goal of this organization is to kill the Primals, which are demigods summoned by various tribes around the world. Primals usually just mind control anyone that
The
doesn't
cat on
have
Anabolica.
raw powers. Because this lovely, curvy
Like
lady
steroids.
has given you the power to remember things. So it turns out all of those blackouts I had were actually a good thing. And not damaging my brain. And so you
Ouch.
team up with the members of the Shallots of the Seventh Dawn. But mostly this guy. Who is 16, internet. You make wonderful friends.
He's 16
Use
years
your
old,
power
really?
for good. And, and to tell you any
Yeah,
more
role-playing is
spoil
a
things,
heavy aspect
trust me,
of the game.
The story in this
Just go to
game is
Limsa and
very good,
Gridania and
and I
you'll see.
like it a lot. Now this can be a very social game, which
Yeah.
means you're going to be meeting a lot of new people. And this game can have quite a twisty story, with many plot points that can be easily spoiled. Those seem like conflicting qualities. While I admit it can be a
Twitter.
little stressful dodging spoilers on my Twitter timeline, this
Yeah.
game does this combo the best that I think any game possibly could. And the community, generally, is super anti-spoiler. The only things I've had spoiled were kinda minor and were kind of accidents. And annoying is...
Yo, that is so true. I've noticed this in my FC. Like, someone talked about just a dungeon, guys, and someone said in chat, hey, don't say anything further because this could lead to spoilers. And we're just talking about a freaking dungeon. It's not even a quest line. Like, if dungeons are already considered spoilers and talking about certain, like, mechanics and stuff, like, sometimes, right, or certain bosses, like, holy shit. How serious must this be with the quest line spoiling? But then again, like, even in zone chat or anywhere, like, you never ever read anything related to quests unless it's find a certain NPC or something, right? Or like an entrance for something. But I've never really seen many spoilers so far. Like, there are like more spoilers in other games for sure.
Spoilers are, I am a streamer. I know. So I probably have it worse. You've probably already played it, or it's probably only going to be about as bad
Oh, you mean
as...
being Fallout and stuff?
for Heavensward. It gets so good at Heavensward. It gets so
I get
good.
this
Yeah.
a lot!
Spoilers, bad, hate them. Now, back to the story. I'll be taking my payment.
Thank
Head face
you for
expression.
slaying the primals, but there is more work to be done.
And you will do it.
And so I ventured forth.
That's
As the
my...
hero I am, ready to save the world. Wait, what? What is that melody? You're dancing.
Oh,
God,
yeah.
they're dancing. What are those faces doing?
Light sticks.
They're smiling. The people
Those
having
edits.
fun. Oh, and the
It's
music.
so fun to watch.
The music was super copyrighted. And as new as I was
Oh,
to the game,
shit.
that was sort of the first.
This is my fear always as a content creator, and I have to be crazy careful. Like on Twitch, it's not as serious. Like when I'm streaming on Twitch, by the way, guys, feel free to follow me on Twitch. And yeah, don't forget to subscribe to this channel if you love Final Fantasy 14 MMOs. There's like more videos coming about FF14 and MMOs. But yeah, like seriously, when I make like even like a freaking Let's Play episode, or I'm like streaming on, let's say, YouTube, because I also sometimes stream a little bit on YouTube, but mostly on Twitch, like I have to be crazy careful, especially here with like freaking copyright issues, because they're like bots playing certain songs that are like freaking copyrighted, and sometimes they play them so accurate that it really sounds almost like the original song.
First moment where it clicked. I spent the rest of the night taking screenshots with the pals. Look at this guy, he's playing a male character in a video game. It's a feeling I hadn't felt in a while.
Holy shit. I'm male too, okay?
Okay guys, it's time for Pint to pay his rent. The plan was simple. Get in, grab the greatest mobile
Raid
game
Shadow
of all time,
Legends. Oh,
and get
it's
out.
awesome.
And to pull this off, I'm gonna need some backup. Meet my 3 favorite spooky Halloween champions.
That's Blue Mage, right?
Harvest
With a
Jack.
stick.
He's a jack of all trades. Miscreated Monster. He's the brains of the operation.
Is that the Halloween
Told me they were
edition
his
for
brains.
Raid Shadow
Madame
Legends?
Ceres. She's really hot. We made our way through the main door. All was going according to plan until we got to the vault. But Madame Ceres set off the alarms.
Oh no. They're trying to steal the greatest mobile game of all time.
Well, I can see why. With over 400 champions to collect, epic dungeons to clear, and a PvP arena where they can fight against other players. They'd
Oh,
be
wow.
fools not to.
Oh, that's my favorite part. Have you seen the commercial with the orc?
Oh, that commercial is ravishing. But the gameplay is to die for.
Oh, they're getting away.
Pint.
Uh-oh.
Why? Why'd you do it? Isn't it obvious? Have you heard of Raid's newest Halloween update? We're talking big rewards. Tournaments against other players, and that's not even the best part. I'll be able to get my hands on a brand new legendary Halloween champion.
A zombie.
My Uber's here. You know the game's free, right? You could have just downloaded it. Yeah, on mobile devices and PC. Jack!
Oh no, he's falling. R.I.P. Oh!
Miss Pumpkin? Hi. I worked with your husband. He wanted me to tell you to click the link in the description below or scan my QR
Oh
code
my
to get
God.
a free epic hero Chinoru. 1
Wow.
XP boost, 1 energy refill, 1 ancient shard, and 200k silver to help
He made
you
it so
get through college.
spectacular,
You'll
right?
Find your rewards here, bud. Add over.
Head over.
For the next week, I farmed the golden saucer for emotes.
Oh,
I think
yeah.
like it here. Oh look, there's a
I also
racing
got
game.
this
Sweet,
one.
I got bunny ears. Now I can
Like the
focus
kite's
on getting
nice.
a cool outfit. Please, save us. The primals are coming. Did somebody say
For a second I thought this was Rich Campo.
Sounds pretty cool. Crafting jobs doesn't sound cool, but somehow is. I could have sworn there was something I was supposed to be doing right now. It's very easy to get sidetracked in.
Yeah, this happens to me a lot with the sidetracked, especially when certain events are happening, because you don't want to like miss out on any event, and you're like in the middle of the MSQ, right? And then you like pause it for like some days, like I did, to freaking farm the new mount, this really cool Batman like looking car that can even freaking fly, because like literally anything can fly in Final Fantasy 14. And I also got like quite distracted, that's why my progress was a bit more slow. But yeah. It's actually funny because the side stuff, including the gold source, is actually quite fun, so you could get addicted to it. I mean, just look at Asmongold. Like, he freaking kept inbreeding his freaking chocobos, and he spent, like, maybe more time at the gold source than at actually MSQ. Who knows?
Doesn't sound cool, but somehow is. I could have sworn there was something I was supposed to be doing right now.
Don't worry, you have
Very
all the
easy
time in the
to
world
get
for it, right?
sidetracked in this game.
Just
I think
enjoy
that's
it
a
at your own
discovery we
pace.
all make along the way. Mom, Dad, I have something to tell you. I decided to quit my job as a hero and become a dancer.
Oh.
Dancer? Well, the party buffs are useful. No, father. Like this! One of the best parts about this game is that there's so many definitions of endgame.
Yeah.
There's your usual solo content or raiding or whatever. But under little rocks here.
I actually don't think there is a true end game, because you can have like multiple goals for it. Like, true end game is for some to get all mounts and minions or glamour. Other true endgame is to freaking become a idol in an idol group and freaking perform on a bar somewhere or just dance around. There's so much endgame. Endgame could be to clear all freaking ultimates and extremes and this and that. Like, what's endgame? That's basically what we are dictating for ourselves, basically. Like, oh, we want this kind of endgame or this. I think that's actually cool about Final Fantasy XIV, how diverse the game is and how you can, apart from like storyline and dungeons, also get heavily into other stuff. Like I said, like you can become a freaking idol playing in a bard band or dancer, like Pint here, for example, or yeah, you can be one that like wants to clear the most difficult freaking raids and dungeons and go ultimate and stuff, right?
Rating or whatever. But under little rocks here and there, people create songs, dance routines,
Yeah.
fashion, interior
It's
design,
cool.
economic
Housing is
domination.
great.
Some of the most hardcore players I've met are high-end ultimate raiders. And yet,
Yeah.
they are mere insects beneath the boots of role players.
Oh,
the
yeah.
penultimate form of a Final Fantasy player, logging on daily to take cute screenshots and dance. And that's like kinda not even a joke.
There are even
And having
DJs
done a
in this
couple
game
raids,
that
it's not
live
like the
stream on
raids are bad
Twitch
either.
and make
It's
parties
actually
and
some of the
houses.
most fun
Houses.
I've ever had raiding. It's just you have a choice now. The driving force is fun. Nothing is mandatory and everything is encouraged. Because to
Yep.
make a fantasy world feel real, you need your sweaty adventurers and your maid cat girl photography enthusiasts. Now I think it's about time I got round to killing those primals. Or I
You
could
get
do
back to
something
RP.
better. What if I told you that me, the best mage player in the whole world, the betrayer of guilds,
Betrayer
found
of
an even
guilds?
greater foe? This content would make even the most experienced raiders quake with fear. That's right. I decided to try and buy a house. But there's a few catches with buying houses. Firstly, there's a finite number of houses on any server. There's just under 400,000 houses in all of Final Fantasy, which is not a lot when you consider the player count. And slots only become available when someone doesn't log in for 45 days. I'll tell you about the second catch in a moment. It's a big one. Attention.
Wait a second, because I don't own a house yet. That means if I'm unlucky, I can't get a house. And if I, like, let's say, take a break or, okay, a vacation, I probably won't be on vacation for 45 days. But if you take, like, a break from the game, you can actually lose your house after 45 days. Is that true, guys? That's insane. I need to make sure I always log in if I buy a house.
I'll tell you about the second catch in a moment. It's a big one. Attention, everybody. There is a fucking house for sale. I ran to the plot, looked around a little,
Which
and I
house?
hovered over the purchase button. Was this truly where I wanted to live? Yes. This
Oh,
would
you
do
live at the
nicely.
beach. That's
So
nice.
I clicked purchase. Oh. So here's the second catch.
So someone
At
was
some
faster.
point in a 24-hour period, the house will randomly become available for sale. Meaning, to acquire a house, you
You have
have
to
to
camp it.
repeatedly do this and hope that you're the person that purchases the house
What?
the moment it becomes available, randomly, in a 24-hour period.
Really?
I don't have time for this.
So you have to camp a house.
Give up. Now, that's not the pint I know. Well, I guess there is one thing.
Now
I
the
can
angel
do.
comes. So.
I don't know. It's kind of no. What is it? I mean, I could exploit the working class. Meet wife havers. Oh, the things
Wife
we do
havers.
together. The conquests we'd march. Right after you guys buy a house, for the guild. We had 2 people around the clock clicking a placard, and the rest of us would sit there to make it seem like there was more competition than there was to scare off potential competitors. It was truly a chance for us all to bond, a learning experience.
Yeah.
And what I learned in this experience is that my friends are fucking psychopaths. This
Really?
is job.
Why?
She was there for 40 hours over 4 days. Oh, how do I know this? Only the fucking Google Doc we created to track the hours camped, the plot opening times, and to see how close we were to committing human rights violations. Now, keep camping. You wouldn't want to go back to Torghast, would you? After about
No.
3 days, though,
Thank
one
you,
of
no
our happy
Torghast.
little campers discovered something. Something that would blow this case wide open. Take a look
Which
at this
discovery?
chart. Yep, turns out in the first 8 hours, the chances of a plot opening are basically 0. And for the creamy, most efficient strat possible, you want to click in this 4-hour window. Ah, yes.
Really?
Only 4 short hours of clicking. As luck would have it,
But who has time to stand around like 4 hours? Like, you have to literally have no family and no job or something to find that much time to just stand somewhere like freaking click, 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 right?
on the dawn of the 4th day, during prime time, I sent Jub a very funny meme. And she tabbed out for a moment to look at it.
And then it was gone.
The house. It sold.
Because of a meme. And you cost.
Psych, we bought the house. It was us. It was our backup clicker. There's always a backup clicker. And now we had a place to call home. And
Oh,
we
lovely
relocated
house.
immediately because the goblet, say it with me, is for broke-ass bitches.
What?
So Final Fantasy, huh? Crazy to think that it was always fucking here. It has been very refreshing. And at the risk of sounding
I'm
a
happy
bit
that
too
you like it,
serious,
Pint.
it's taught me
Like,
a lot
Pint
of
really
valuable
loves Final
things about
Fantasy.
myself. Trying new things, being a nicer person. I've got a bunch of new friends, way less stress. And honestly, man, just kind of a better outlook on life. I don't think it's
Wow.
just the game that's done that, but
That's
still,
lovely.
I'm happy. Plus, I got this house.
This house. Thanks for the home. I think it's actually so nice to see how, like, former World of Warcraft content creators are moving over to Final Fantasy XIV, and they get such like positive vibes, and they actually feel really happy and are enjoying Final Fantasy XIV. I actually feel the same way about Final Fantasy XIV. Before I played Elder Scrolls Online, then I moved to World of Warcraft. Those were like my 2 big MMOs that I played before Final Fantasy XIV. And to be honest, I also feel quite at home and very comfortable with Final Fantasy XIV. I'm having like a blast. I think the main story quest line is so freaking fun. I think like the way those characters are built into the story and how you form some kind of emotional connection and bond with every single character, like all the science and all that. Like, I think it's really, really well designed. Like, whoever wrote the quests, I think they did such a good job with that. And yeah, when it comes to RP, from all the MMOs I've played, I think Final Fantasy XIV has the biggest RP scene. Because it's crazy, you can do so many crazy stuff there. You can pick up a freaking job, become a culinarian or something. You can become a bard and become an idol in a group that's like playing Gridania or somewhere. You could be, I don't know, just someone that's like likes to post and hang out in freaking Limsa Lominsa and takes like 100+ pictures a day. Like, there's just so much stuff to do. And yeah, the FC that I'm in, we have like a very cool house. I think it looks really, really great. It's also really fun to hang out there and just chat with others. I think Final Fantasy XIV is a very social game. I made like a lot of good experiences and found many friends in this game. So I'm like happy to see that also Pint feels quite at home with Final Fantasy XIV. So yeah, guys, what did you think about this video and like Pint's experience? It's actually cool to look at like other content creators and see how they feel about their Final Fantasy XIV experience. I already made a video about my experience like several weeks ago, and I have also made just great experiences in this game, and I feel also more happy with life now. Like, it changed me a little bit, like seriously. But yeah, guys, if you are new to this channel, please don't forget to hit that subscribe button for more content. And I would also really appreciate if you like this video. This will help out with the YouTube algorithm. And I wish everyone a wonderful day. I will see you guys next time.